Digest new possible plot details for the Rocky spin-off movie Creed, starring Sylvester Stallone as Rocky and Michael B. Jordan as Apollo Creed's son Adonis, have been discovered. A possible leaked synopsis excerpt reads, "Once in the city of brotherly love, Adonis tracks Rocky Stallone down and asks him to be his trainer. Despite his insistence that he is out of the fight game for good, Rocky sees in Adonis the strength and determination he had known in Apollo, the fierce rival who became his closest friend. Agreeing to take him on, Rocky trains the young fighter, even as the former champ is battling an opponent more deadly than any he faced in the ring." Creed opens on November 25th in AMC Theatres. Christian, what do you think about this possible storyline of Rocky being sick?
I like the way I control that camera to go right on there. As far as the storyline goes, the first thing that they had also mentioned in that synopsis is that he's playing his son, Creed's son. Originally, I thought it was grandson. So to me, that's kind of fascinating because if Creed died in 85, if we're going to go by the timeline, he'd be 30 years old. So it must mean that he's maybe halfway through his boxing career. And he doesn't have Creed's last name when the movie starts, from what the synopsis says as well. So maybe by working with Rocky, it tells him to embrace it. Maybe he has some animosity against his father. I don't know. That element will be fun because it'll be good to see the Creed family and the Balboa family again work together. Now, as far as Rocky being sick, we don't know what the sickness is. Mark and I were talking about it off air. Was in Rocky V, and I know we like to pretend that didn't exist, but he was battling a form of dementia. And then in Rocky Balboa, that kind of went away, and they said that it kind of reversed itself. It could be a form of dementia that he's battling. I hope that's not the case. I hope that because the reason I don't want to say I hope he gets cancer. I hope, but I hope as far as like if it's cancer, that's a fight Rocky could win. Dementia, he's not winning. A fight against cancer, he could win. I don't think they necessarily have to just kill Rocky for drama effect. Like, oh, we want this to be an Oscar kind of movie, and you need a sad death. Let's make it like The Champ, or let's make it when Mickey died. You don't need it. If it happens, fine. But I trust in Coogler and Stallone and B. Jordan, so I'm digging what I'm hearing.
Yeah, and also, you know, they're talking about maybe it's Alzheimer's, which another fight he couldn't win, Parkinson's, right. You know, with what Muhammad Ali has. And they did kind of foreshadow some stuff in 5 and then kind of skipped it over in Rocky Balboa. I thought that movie was a nice send-off. You know, if they didn't have another Rocky movie or this movie afterwards, I would have been fine with Rocky Balboa, because 5 was really disappointing, the weakest of the franchise. So, I don't know, I hope they just handle it with a more grounded tone that Rocky Balboa had versus kind of the top nature of like 5 and 4 and 3 and stuff like that. Mark?
Well, I think that you bring up Rocky 3. This is going to be kind of Rocky 3 through a funhouse mirror, because you have now, it looks like it's going to be Apollo's son is now seeking out Rocky's counsel, whereas in Rocky 3, Rocky knew he had to train a different way, and so he summoned the counsel of his friend Apollo. And so now this kid is going to be like, I need to learn how to fight like a champion, so he goes to Rocky. I think this is the perfect way to reinvigorate this franchise, and a lot like what Neil Blomkamp is doing with Aliens, I think that you can do the same thing with Rocky V. You can just be like, yeah, that never really happened. So it could be cancer, it could be dementia. I think it'd be interesting either way to see. I mean, look, a lot of boxers are going to go through some sort of dementia or Parkinson's later in their career or in their life. So that would be more topical, especially with everything that you see with stories about the NFL and guys getting their head knocked around.
Look at Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach himself. You know, if they approach something to where it's Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach obviously has made a career of it, and he's battling it. That would be interesting to me to see how Rocky could, you know, overcome that. And you don't have to. I don't like to kill the characters just for the sake of being dramatic. I don't think you need to kill Rocky, and especially if you want to. This might not be the end of this franchise. I mean, if Creed does well, and if Creed wins the title. If Adonis Creed wins the title, you might want to see Creed 2, Creed 3. And I think that that's the goal, and I think it should be the goal to move the franchise if it is indeed a great movie. And I think what's funny with the Rocky 3 you brought, Apollo Creed came to Balboa to say, hey, listen. And I think that now it's his son doing it again.
Oh, that's right.
I think that he approaches him in the gym, and it's just like, Balboa's like, yeah, they won't leave me alone. You know, so I'm into it.
As long as they don't use it as a cheesy plot device, you know, and they handle it, you know, with, you know, a little more grace. You know?
I think the trust that I have in that is the fact that it is Michael B. Jordan playing that role, that it's not just some dude, like, God bless Tommy Gunn, but it's not, that's not the guy that you want playing somebody who's going to be in multiple films. Michael B. Jordan can play that character for a long time. He's a great actor.
Yeah. Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.